As a part-time content creator, not having the time or space to create can be really frustrating. Having a full-time job and creating content takes up so much space and time. Finding that balance, at least for me, has been really frustrating. My production slowed and I lost motivation to make videos. But when iFootage reached out to me with an innovative solution to this problem, I jumped at the opportunity, and honestly, it's been much easier to find that balance. These are the Cobra monopod stands. My name is Kyle. Welcome to the channel. Hellfire lives. This is not a sponsored video. iFootage did send me these products, but all the opinions that I'll be sharing with you guys in today's video are completely my own. However, if you understand the pain of kicking a light stand or the dangers of having to tiptoe through a minefield of stands and tripods while holding thousands of dollars worth of camera gear, you'll understand where I'm coming from. The entire concept behind these stands is to be a high-quality, modular alternative to light stands and tripods without the massive footprint that comes with them. At their core, the A200 and 300 are monopods and function well as such. They're well built with a full aluminum construction and feel great in the hand. The A200 is adjustable from 10.5 inches to 22 inches, and the A300 goes from 24 inches to 54.5 inches. They weigh 1.5 pounds and 3 pounds respectively and come with some really nice red anodized latches to secure them in place, as well as a retractable 3/8 or 1/4-20 thread on top to mount whatever you want to them. I've used them to film a couple golf rounds and they help so much with shoulder fatigue.
What the f are you doing?
But what makes them really special is this. So monopods are not very stable. Even if you add feet like this one has, I mean, look at that. All the weight is up here. So if I hit it, it's gonna fall. So what did iFootage do? They gave it a big, heavy metal base to attach it to pull that center of gravity down towards the bottom to make it harder to tip over, and it works. To my surprise, even on carpet, adding the base gives the monopod a solid foundation. Having the base weighted brings the center of gravity from the top down to right about here, making it much more difficult to tip over. Enough for me to trust mounting my camera, phone, and lights to it when recording videos. Compared to a normal light stand or tripod, these take up a fraction of the space in both footprint as well as volumetric space. The A200 and 300 have footprints of 0.35 square feet and 0.78 square feet respectively. Compared this to my light stand and tripods, that's quite a bit of space saving. But the real improvement comes when you calculate the volume that each of these stands take up. With both of them being only a fraction of an inch thick, the iPhoto stands take up only 0.06 and 0.14 cubic feet, which is downright tiny when compared to the volumes of my two tripods and my light stand. This means more space to maneuver and less danger of tripping. But what it also means is that these things can fit in places that normal tripods and stands just can't. Take this scene for example. Here I'm using my A300 as a tripod and have it tucked underneath my cabinet to save some space, while the A200 is sitting on top of my entry table holding my edge light. Also an iFootage product, we'll get to that one later. Two places that no usable tripod could realistically go. And that's just for that setup. Once I finished filming, I swapped my camera over to the A200, plopped it on my desk, and shot some vertical content. And yes, I have a tiny tripod that I could also shoot vertical content with, but the sliding latch mechanism on these monopods is so much faster than having to unlatch and relatch 3 separate tripod legs just to get it to the height that I want it at. And even if it saves me 30 seconds, for the amount of times that I'll do this in the next, say, year, it's gonna add up. The small footprint of these stands also means that I can pretty much just leave them out and not lose any usable space in my room. That stand under my cabinet, I leave it there. I just cover it with my plant, and that's a semi-permanent setup that I can use to shoot my videos. The smaller one on my entry table, okay, yeah, that one I definitely move because that looks weird, but I can just put it on my desk behind my monitor and it won't take up any usable space. But something I never put away is that light that I mentioned earlier. Along with these round-based monopods, iFootage also sent me their SL1 60DN video light. And I'll be honest, it's nothing special. It's just like any other 60-watt daylight balanced COB video light. But I love it. I even use it over my more expensive Zhiyun X100. It's a slightly weaker light, but it has much better granularity in dimming, and because it's daylight balanced, it actually maintains a consistent color temperature throughout the brightness range. The X100 gets a little bit wonky under like 15%, which since it's a much brighter light, I was around that range and it was just looking kind of weird. This one, it stays very consistent from 100 to 0. And even though this is a dimmer light, I'm able to use it right around 60% for even this setup right here where I have it's clipped. I know it's clipped. But it looks good. Tell me it doesn't look good. So being able to use this, even at just 60%, frees up my X100 to be used with a lantern attachment to fill the rest of the room if I ever need it. It's weird. It's been like an improvement to my setup through simplification. It's nice. Hey, Editor Kyle here. Just wanted to mention a couple more small details about the light, as well as talk about the lantern softbox attachment that they sent along with it. The light has a bunch of effects that you can use. I have no idea who uses them. I don't. It also has its own proprietary mount, just like pretty much every other small Cobb light out. So it uses a Bones adapter, and it's just not good quality. It actually makes changing attachments really difficult. But it has 3 redeeming qualities that I like way better than the Zhiyun version. The first being the fact that there's no notches in the mount, so I can angle it however I want and just torque it in place. The second being the fact that the set screw is in line with the weight of the softbox, as opposed to being on the side, so it provides a bit more stability up there. And the third is that the power cable points outward instead of down like the X100 does. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally bumped the cable and it just fell out because there's nothing holding it in place. It's so annoying. The lantern's kind of hit or miss as well. It is a pain in the butt to set up because the prongs fold in every direction when you try to push them out. But once you get it set up, it's a decent little lantern attachment. I just wish they included some blackout covers for the sides. All that to say, I like what iFootage is doing. They're making innovative solutions to problems that creators face on a daily basis that are honestly really detrimental to our process. So I think they're well worth it. The A200 comes in at $70, the A300 and 60DN come in at $90, and they also have a larger A400 that I'd love to get my hands on that comes in at $120. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. iFootage did send me these products, but I don't even have a promo code or affiliate link to use. But if that's what you're looking for, check out one of these 2 videos and use the affiliate links in the description to help the channel out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.